Hello, friends. Hello. Welcome to my home studio. If you don't know, now you know. I'm Heather. I'm so pleased to present to you today a yoga presence party. So, if you would like to get started, we're just going to start in a comfortable seated position. Um, and if you're jumping in, if you don't mind putting your name in the comments, that way I can send you some special love. Today is, I'm going to walk and talk, okay? I'll take you with me. Today is the last day of May, which signals a huge shift, right? So we were just in, I don't even know, I think it was Taurus season, but now we're in Gemini season, and I have a Gemini moon, and my mommy is a Gemini, so I absolutely love this season. Today, hi, Miri. Hi. Hey, gang, gang. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in today. We're going to do a little bit more meditation than we will yoga, just so you're aware. Gemini love, yes. um, I really want to bring in the presence part of this important practice. And so before we begin, just be in a nice, comfortable seated position. But I wanted to talk to you about these ethical guidelines that when you're becoming, hell yeah, girl. I didn't take it off. I slept in it. And then I put on a sports bra and put it back on. I love this shirt. So dope. And I'll have to tell you offline a funny story about this. My girl, she knows I love you, Mary. So when you become a yoga teacher, they make you talk about ethics and how you are an ethical teacher. And so there's these four stages, these gates, they call it, these four gates to benevolent truthfulness. And I just want you to think about these while you're evaluating and observing the thoughts in your head. This morning I did my meditation with my mom, and I had her imagine her thoughts as a clear blue sky. And any thought that came in that wasn't clear blue about the breath, we imagined it as a cloud. And on the out breath, use your breath like wind and just push these thoughts, just push them along, not to push them away, but to push them along. So the four gates, you guys, while we're doing this, is what I'm saying either to myself and in my head or out loud to other friends, is it truthful? Is it the absolute truth? Sometimes we say, oh, so and so did this, or I saw this on the internet, and then you recycle it as a fact, but is it even true, right? So speak only the truth that you know is gate number one. Gate number two, is it even necessary? Is it necessary to even say this? This one I have trouble with because I'm like a cat. I'm like, meow, 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 just talking all the time. And so is it even necessary to talk? Oh, thank you. Love you, Gemini. Um, the third gate of benevolent truthfulness is this the appropriate time? You've been in a situation where you're like, I could have waited, till after dinner to say this or to send the news. So just being conscious of, is it the right time? Am I in the right frame of mind to deliver this message? And is it the person that I'm giving this message to, are they in the right frame of mind to receive it? Just another gate to go through. Last and final gate to go through is, can you say it in a kind manner? I'll tell you guys an embarrassing story. I was at my yoga teacher training, and we were on this subject, the benevolent truthfulness, the four gates. This was what we were learning that day. And the teacher asked a question, but it was like, who did this? And it was not a good thing. And everyone was like, well, it wasn't me. Well, it wasn't me. And I was like, okay, it wasn't me. And then the girl that did it was like, just didn't say anything. And I was like, I said it in a really unkind manner, the way I, said, don't let us all get in trouble because you did it, And I could have said it so much more kind. I got I was made an example of in the lesson about the four gates of benevolent truth because I didn't speak in a kind manner, which just goes to show you guys I'm human. I am human too. Just because I'm la 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 all day long does not make me inhumane. I make these mistakes. I'm learning, and that's why I'm teaching, because it mattered to me to learn this. But I've already talked for 5 minutes, and you didn't come here to listen to me talk. So let's sit in a comfortable seated position like we would for stretch and burn. I'm gonna go cross-legged, and if you need any accessories to make you more comfortable, by all means, help yourself. Okay, friends, let's settle in. Settle in to the body. Maybe the legs are cross-legged or you're on the knees or in full lotus. At any rate, we're just going to relax the body, tune out the outer world. So you don't have to look at me for the next 5 minutes or so, okay? So what I invite you to do is to settle in, close your eyes, feel the energy of the space just pushing on your exterior. Feel the energy of the space pulling you into center alignment. And we'll think of alignment as our spine, as this lineal projection for us to pull our energy into the center. So maybe the fingers are clasped together in the lap. Can you sit up a little bit taller? Can you relax through the hips? Perhaps tucking the chin, pulling the shoulders back. We'll just observe the breath for a while. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Keeping your eyes closed. Yesterday I learned a technique called the sigh of grace. So I invite you to take in as much air as you can on your in-breath. And out the mouth, just sigh it out. Let the shoulders drop, let the back round. Inhale, grow tall, lift your crown, tuck your chin. Sigh of grace on the way out. One more like that, friends. Make noise. Inhale, fill up, take up space. Sigh of grace. And now we settle. Feel the effects of just those 3 conscious breaths. Feel the space you create within your mind, within your muscles, and around your precious heart. Feel your center illuminating with light. Feel a light in the middle of your chest. As you breathe in, it grows brighter. And as you exhale, it shoots out the chest about a foot out in front and creates an orb around you. As you inhale, this light becomes brighter, as if you're charging it. And on the out breath, it becomes more pronounced on the outside, wrapping you, holding you in this light. Inhale, illuminate. Exhale, project this light out from your chest and around your body. One more illuminating breath, really focused, believing in this light. For this light is you. For this light is your source. We'll settle in and observe the breath. Today, I invite you to become particularly aware of the way the breath travels in the nose, around the nostrils, the cooling sensation, the way the breath fills the chest and fills the body, expands the sides. And on the out breath, become completely aware of how the breath has changed, how warm it becomes on the out breath. Breathing in, noticing the body. Breathing out and relaxing. Fill up the body with love, with light, with joy, and the sigh of grace on the way out. For these next 3 breaths together, I want you to imagine the eyes of a loved one, whether they be present or past. Imagine their eyes and all the colors of their iris. Imagine a moment that you shared together that brought you both joy to your face and songs of love in your heart. Imagine this loved one here in front of you, here in each breath you take, waiting for you to turn your attention to this love. Perhaps mentally you could embrace this loved one. Feel the warmth of their arms around you and your arms around them. Feel the unconditional love that lives here in the sharing of love. Gently release your arms and allow yourselves to part. Imagine you're sitting at the top of the world's highest mountain by yourself. It's the top of the world. Imagine planet Earth beneath you, getting smaller and smaller, further and further away. Imagine it off into the distance, smaller and smaller, until it's just a tiny dot. And finally it disappears. You are now seated at the center of the universe. There's nothing around you except pure and unconditional love. Feel this love all around you and within you. From this place, we invite silence. Focus on the in-breath, remembering to notice these subtle stimulations from the breath. We'll take 5 breaths on our own. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Drink in your air. Exhale, sigh of grace. Bring awareness to the fingers by just wiggling them. Keeping the eyes closed, roll out the neck. We start to invite this movement, invite deeper breath. And once you feel balanced, you can start to flutter the eyes open. Notice how you feel in your heart, in your body, in your system. Just for a moment, notice. We're so often going to the next. How glorious it is to just be here in this moment with this sense of calm washing over us like a wave crashed. Feel the joy that lives here. We'll bring the arms by our sides. We'll invite some aliveness by lifting up the left arm. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale through center. Now we're linking the breath to the movement, breathing only through the nose. Keep going right and left. We'll balance it out with one more on each side. And then we'll settle back through the center, hands on your knees. If you're in a different position, just come to a cross-legged seat. We're going to do a twist. First, take a breath in. Let's recalibrate. Take a big breath in. Sigh of grace out. This breath signals the body on a chemical level, signals the body to calm down. At any moment, if you notice that you could relax 1%, 5%, take this sigh of grace. Take the left hand to the right knee, right arm behind you, and just look over the right shoulder. We'll swivel back through center, left hand, left arm, left knee, right arm, you know what I mean? Swing. Through center one more time, looking over the right shoulder and over the left. And back through center. Anything that feels good and right. If you want to move, rock it out side to side. We're going to move into about just a couple minutes of yoga postures. So remove yourself from your seated position. Anything that feels the right way to do it. I'll just remove my blankie. And we'll come to hands and knees. I just want you to take a moment to massage out the spine, rock it out side to side, maybe a circling with the neck or a dropping of the trunk. Just take a couple breaths. Just do what you do. And then we'll bring the toes together and the knees out wide. We'll sit the hips back. And we'll extend the arms forward. I want you to turn your cheek. I'm not sure which cheek, but so that you can see me, or at least have one cheek down. So right here, we're in a resting posture that's great for elongating the spine, great for relaxing the hips. And at any moment, when you're ever in a yoga class, this pose is permission to just take your sigh of grace in the form of a posture. So this is your surrender. If you're ever in a yoga class and you're losing your breath, I encourage you to come back here, okay? We'll take one more breath here. Hands underneath the shoulders, rock back up to tabletop, massage out the spine. You can move through cat and cow by dropping your belly, lifting your chin. Exhale and round, pull the spine up, tuck the chin in, tuck the tailbone in. Inhale, bring it forwards. Think about separating the collarbones. You see the difference between, just peek at me for a moment, from here to here, right? You're pulling your shoulder blades back. I want you to just feel that. Pull them back. And then we come through two more. On your own, take your breath into cat as you exhale. And cow as you inhale. Focus collarbones forward. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale back to neutral. From here, you're going to tuck the right toes back. Just stretch out the right leg. Tuck the left toes back. Now we're in a plank. Just stretch those feet, rocking forwards and back. And then we'll bend the knees, scoop the hips up, and take our first downward dog. So really take some freedom here, some moksha, liberation. Bend the knees, pedal the legs, shake out the head. No and yes. Just have a great time in this posture. Inhale, lift the right leg straight back behind you, roll out the ankle. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Drop your shin parallel for pigeon. We'll inflate the chest. Inhale, lift up. I take this left leg back as much as I can. And then I start to walk it out with the fingertips. And we can walk down to the forearms. Sometimes I like to do like this. And it's just, it feels good. I'm supporting my neck. But if you really want that yin stretch, we got 2 breaths. So you can drop it down to the forearms or just chill wherever you're at. We focus on the next 2 breaths, inflating the body and then deflating the body. Inhale, lifting up, hands underneath the shoulders. We'll tuck those left toes. Send the right to meet the left, just in a plank. Pedal out your legs a little bit. Bend your knees, scoop your hips up. Let your head fall through your biceps. Look towards your toes. Pedal out the legs. On an in-breath, take that left leg straight back behind you. Press the right heel down. Equal weight in both the hands. Bend your knees, sink your shoulders over your wrists, and drop the shin parallel. Send this right leg back as much as you like. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, maybe floating it forwards, maybe staying upright. Just really meet yourself where you are. The beautiful thing about yoga is that it's individual. We might practice together, but it's so unique to the body. So take whatever, your body might be, your body, number one, your body is a way better guide than I could ever be for you. So any moment that you think you want to do something else, I grant you that moksha, that liberation, that freedom. Move in a way that really supports you. We'll take one more breath. Relax into it on the out breath. Inhale, lifting up. From here, we're just going to sit off to the left side, okay? So all the weight is in the left leg. You swing this right leg around and over. So now we're almost in. Just try to get the knees stacked on top of each other. And see how my hip is up over here? I'm going to take this foot out so that I can sit off onto this side. And what that might mean is that I sacrifice the knees being on top of each other. So if I need to sit over here, I might need to take this leg out a little bit. So what I'm inviting you to do is to just experiment, see where you can move the body and find your alignment. The best we can do is just aim for the knees being on top of each other, root through the right side, hands to the knees, elevate your heart, pin the shoulder blades back. This is also to open up our capacity of love. Whether you believe it or not, this is the truth. Our love shines through our heart. And we're also training the posture, which on a scientific level is actually what allows you to live a prosperous life, is the energy from your brain, the chemicals, the neurons shooting down the spinal column, because that's where your nervous system is housed, through the spinal column. And that's what sends signals to your body, either saying, I'm fine, I'm in pain, move your hand off the hot stove, what have you. So not only are we training the love to elevate through our heart on a subtle level, we're training the body to stand up tall and to contribute the coherence between our brain, emotions, and our heart, that full store of love. So one more pull through with the chest. And then exhale, just fold over. You'll feel an incredible stretch through this. So as, if you're like me and super tight, you got to breathe through it, whatever you feel. Know that life is for feeling. Do not be shy about the sensations. They're there to teach us, to guide us, and to allow us to experience the full spectrum of life. Inhale, lift up, hands to the knee. Ooh, ooh. So now we got to come out. And this, the most important piece is going in and coming out, not the actual postures. So support yourself with the left hand. Take your right foot and just slide it back out. Okay, so now we're here. I want you to reach the right toes out using this left hand. Come up to the knee, facing the foot back straight in alignment. Inhale this right arm up and lift your hips. Get a side body stretch. Reach out long as if you're grabbing a fruit off a tree. Strong, straight body. This toe is down. Inhale. Stay for the out breath. Inhale. And we exhale, sit it back down. Now we're going to bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. We'll inhale the arms up and just reach towards your right toes. So now we're getting a side body stretch on the other side. Reach out with the right hand to the right toes. Keep this left arm tall and long. Relax through the neck. Breathe. Appreciate your body. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, back down. Sweep the right arm forward. Inhale, back to this starting posture. Exhale, down. All right, friends, let's switch it to the right side. I hope you're feeling really great inside your body and you're noticing this space that you're creating. Mental space, physical space. Okay, so in between, we'll just hit a Paschimottanasana, one of my favorite postures in yoga. So have the legs extend out in front of you just so we can stabilize through the spine. You'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean out further, 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 then drop it down. So maybe you're not at your toes, which is A-okay, and you can bend your knees and hug underneath them. So we do want to create a rounding in the back here. This just allows some openness. Let's breathe. Take a big breath in. Drop your chin on the out breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands behind you. Rinse out the shoulders. All right, we got the other side to do, friends. So we just had the right leg on top. So all you're going to do now is, I like to start with my knees bent. You'll take the right leg underneath and bring it towards your left tush. If this is like, what the hell, Heather? find your own way. I invite you to. So now we were here, right? We bring the right leg underneath and across. And then this left leg comes over. See how the hip is coming up? I'm going to extend my right leg out so that I can kind of roll onto that left hip. Stacking the knees is of great importance. And then we sit up tall, meet yourself, stand at attention to your highest self here. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands can come to the knees, pull your heart forward, take a breath. Exhale, stay tall. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Just lean out over your knees. This is crazy stimulating for me. So embrace it, breathe through it, root down that left side. We'll take 2 breaths here. As you inhale, the body grows, you expand. As you exhale, you just melt a little bit further into it. We inhale, sit it up. Hands to the knees, reveal your heart. So now, this little left leg comes out in front. It swings around. We use the right hand to support us. Now we're going to come up on this right leg. So it might help to just use both hands to get it underneath you. Left leg is long, toes are planted. Right hand out. Inhale, left arm up, lift the hips, reach. Try to have little weight in this right hand. Squeeze through the glutes, reach. And then exhale, drop it down, bringing the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. We inhale the arms up and exhale, reach towards the left toes, flex the toes in towards the face. Reach this right arm up. Lean out that right side. Keep breathing, pressing the hip down on the right. One more breath in. Breath out. Inhale, right arm up on the outside of the right hip. And take the left arm up and around. Reach, lift the hips up. Breathe in. Open your heart to the sky. Reveal that love. One more in breath. Out breath, we drop it down. We'll come through a butterfly, stabilizing the hips, balancing them out. Flap your wings, roll out your neck. Take a breath here. You've done this pose since you were a kid. If you went to traditional school in PE, we learned this pose. So know that you've been practicing this for at least 20 years, I think. Miriam, you're pretty young. But for a while, you've done this. So how can you make it new and how can you love yourself in this moment? Place your hands on your feet. Put your thumbs on the balls of your feet and open up your feet like a book. I want you to look into this book, the book of your life. This book has been written all of May. All of the pages are written for May. But on your right foot, this page is blank for June. Keep spreading your feet apart. That will help the hips to open. Imagine this right side is blank for June. You can fill it with anything you wish. Anything. Let's close the book. Squeeze on the toes. Give them a little squeeze. Make them warm if they're cool. And then zip the legs together. We'll bring our arms around our knees and hug. Drop the chin, drop the head. Take a moment of self-love here. Knowing you have a fresh slate when you wake up in the morning. You can do anything you wish. You can be anything you wish. But first, let's love what we are now. With this embrace, squeeze a little bit tighter. Accept yourself where you are and accept this moment just as it is. Big, deep breath in. Sigh of grace out. Release the arms. Let's roll onto our backs, friends. We're going to enter into our deep relaxation. Okay, so we just want to be able to absorb our practice, but first we'll do a Gomukhasana. We did Gomukhasana seated, and now we'll just lift the right leg, roll out the ankle, both directions. Drop the right leg down, lift the left leg, roll out the ankle, both directions, and drop it down. Bring the left knee into the chest, give it a squeeze, roll out your ankle. Send the left knee to the right side of the body, and then bring your left arm out to the left and chin towards the left hand. Take a big inhale here. Longest exhale of the day. Bring your left knee back in through center. Squeeze it up towards your left armpit, and then relax the left leg. Shake it out. Feel the difference between right and left. We'll pull the right knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze. Roll it out the ankle. We're paying attention to these little muscles, strengthening them, stabilizing. Right knee off to the left, chin to the right shoulder. Complete the spiral dynamics in the spine for the twist. Big in breath. Big out breath. One more breath here. Feel yourself melt in support. Bring the right knee back into the chest. Bring the left knee in, make circles. Circles to the right and circles to the left. And then drop both knees to the right, chin to the left. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale to the left, chin to the right. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring your knees back in through center. Hug around your knees. Give yourself a squeeze. Bring your nose between your knees. Squeeze everything. Back body, front body. Inhale. Hold the breath. Keep squeezing. Exhale. Let it all go. Let the arms grow by the sides. Legs grow to the bottom of the mat. Shake out the head side to side. And just evaluate how you felt while you were squeezing versus how you feel in that moment of release. Allow the body to absorb the work that you've just done and to catch up to your evolution. I have been sent here to remind you that you are not your body. And the other reminder that you are not your mind. The two come together in union with the spirit. You're able to use your mind to control your body with your divine essence. The part of us that's not human. For the next 3 breaths, speak to that part of you that is not human. And if you can't muster up one good thing to say, then just listen. As you breathe in, notice the sensations on the body. Notice the thoughts in the mind. And remember that they are both, even together, not as great as your divine essence, as your personal spirit. Let's observe for 2 more breaths. On your next out breath, completely empty out. Inhale, full store of air. Hold for a moment, feel the suspension. Exhale, birthday candles, press out the air. Inhale, swing the arms above your head, keep dragging the fingers on the floor. Exhale, arms by your sides, let them drop like we're drawing snow angels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let them drop down by your sides. Reach the fingertips long. One more, reach the fingertips away from you, pin the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, reach them out long, pin the belly down, and relax. Drop your chin to the right shoulder. Inhale, chin to center. Exhale, chin to the left shoulder. Inhale, chin to center. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Take an in-breath. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Take an in-breath here. We'll make circles through the lower back. And for a moment before we change, embrace this moment just as it is. Maybe you can envision a clock for a countdown of 3. Revel in the 2. Enjoy the 1. And on 0, drop your knees to the right, rolling onto the right side, using your right bicep as a pillow. We pause here as well. Taking a moment to reflect. What do I wish for? How do I wish to feel? How do I wish to make others feel? Allow the answers to just float to you as you breathe in. Using the left hand, help yourself up to a comfortable seat. Maybe you keep your eyes closed or just bow your chin looking down. We'll inhale and bring the arms over the head, reaching the chin up to the sky, each fingertip to touch, thumbs, eye, pointers, am, middle fingers, infinite, ring fingers, powerful, pinky, possibility. Bring the palms to touch at the heart center where it matters the most. Bow your chin and for a moment honor yourself. Feel yourself expanding on the inhale and honor your capacity to do, to be, and to become. Honor your abilities to take control of your life and your ability to love yourself a little bit more each breath, each moment. And may we honor the collective energy, the energy that fills us each day, that divine essence. Take a moment, take a breath to honor that which is not human within us. Inhale for Om. Om. Peace, peace, peace. With all the charms of my mind, with all the love in my heart, it has been my greatest honor to facilitate your evolution. I bow to you, honoring the light and the awesomeness within you. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Take a moment to just notice how this was for you. Maybe you have a journal and you can just lock in one feeling, one moment that really made your heart sing. Personally, I feel very clear. And we bring back our awareness to our original message about benevolent truthfulness. And as we move through our day, are we being true to our heart, to this divine essence? Are we doing what's necessary, or is what we're saying even necessary? Is it the appropriate time? Timing is everything. My friend Mary knows about this in boxing. You can't throw a punch until it's the right time. You might get hit with one. And then can we say it in a kind manner? And maybe you just choose one of these four and work on just being truthful, just being necessary, just being kind, or just being timely. Choose one to go with for the rest of the day. I thank you so much. First, let me honor you guys for being here, for tuning in, for taking this 45 minutes for yourself. I'm really just here for your entertainment, for your facilitation. I have this ongoing thought in my head where I'm the only one in the world, and like the Truman Show, in case you haven't seen that movie, everybody's here just to create character. And I'm so blessed to have you characters as a reflection of myself, because that's all we are. I am you and you are me, and there is no separation. We are this. We are one. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you dearly from the bottom of my heart. I love to teach yoga. I love to teach meditation. It made an incredible difference in my life. You would not recognize the woman you see today. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I love you. I'm telling you guys, I've changed so much from this yoga and meditation practice, and it brings me great joy to share it and to bring it to other people, because I'm not who I used to be, and I love that. I love that. That's like my favorite part of me, that I keep evolving and I keep becoming. So part of next month, part of June, some of you guys have tuned into my live 9:30 workouts on Zoom, my boxing and yoga workouts, or for in May. But in June, it's all about empowerment. I've created a calendar where every day there's a theme. And since we have these 4 gates of benevolent truth, there's 4 weeks in a month. We'll be really drilling in each gate each week, but each day has its own intention or focus. So I'd love to give that to you. So either leave your email in the comments or message me privately or email so I can send you the calendar for an empowered June. And I'll be hosting classes every Sunday. We'll have our presence party. Today was a little different. Where we started with meditation, a lot more meditation, you guys. Will still continue with the yoga, but I'll be teaching yoga Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday mornings, and then Sunday is separate from that series. So please, if you'd like to get involved with that, I'll leave it in the description for anyone watching later, and I'm pretty sure my friends on here have my information, so reach me. And not even I just want to remind you that you're here on purpose. there was a time in my life where I didn't know what I still think, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the best way for me to spend my time? I still have these thoughts. Um, but we can find purpose by being intentional. And if you don't know what your passion is, my greatest advice is team up with someone that does know, and work with them on what they feel passionate about, because I'll tell you honestly, I had an amazing job, an amazing corporate job. I was making hundreds of thousands, the richest I've ever been, taking my family on vacations, like rich, my own apartment on the beach. I had money. uh, and I loved what I did. I loved what I did. And I loved working with this man, Bob Quinn. Shout out Bob Quinn, because he was so passionate. He was so passionate about what we were doing and the technical side of everything, that I learned how to be passionate. I didn't know what I wanted. I wasn't even out of college yet. I was, still finding myself, but Bob was so passionate that I learned how to be passionate. And I said, I don't want to make Bob rich. If I got these skills, I want to make me rich, Because even when I was making all this money, I was still making a lot of money for the organization. And it was that wanting to be passionate for my own biz, which you guys are allowing me to be independent and to be living my passion and my dreams. And so I'm going to cry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's very emotional, because this is what life is all about. It's about us joining together and supporting each other, uplifting each other. And I am so happy that you guys, like, even you showing up is like a check of validation for me to be able to do what I do and to be passionate. And it's like a little, hell yeah, Heather. It's like an internal hell yeah, Heather, so just so you know how important you are to me, just so you know. So thank you. Thank you for this. And I'll give you a little sneak peek for tomorrow. For the first day is about acceptance. We must accept where we are to move to the next level. And I am so accepting of everything that is, so that we can become and be everything that we will be. It is with my greatest love and honor. Thank you all so much. I have to keep these under an hour because YouTube, um, it will ruin my analytics, but that's besides the point. So I got a couple minutes. If you guys have any questions or anything that you want to leave in the comments, I appreciate the love. I love it. And so feel free to reach out to me, really. Reach out to me for whatever you need, anything at all. I love you guys. Thank you so much for just being here. Thank you so much. Um, that is all. You are free. You are free. I mentioned moksha. I like to reiterate these things. Moksha is a Sanskrit word for liberation, but also translates in English to freedom. So maybe you take that throughout your day, where we were working through liberating space in the body. So you can take that moksha. It's a fun word to say too. So please be liberated all day today. Be in love, love now, and accept. I can't wait to see you all tomorrow on June 1st. Excellent. Thank you guys. Thank you. Signing off, world. This has been a yoga presence party with Heather Thrills here in the 21st century of 2020, just in case the aliens see this, because SpaceX launched. It's been a very historic week, everybody, so do something historic for your life. Take charge. Do something today. I love you. Ciao.